Hey, news and views with attitude. Hey, I got attitude. I want to share something with you that's kind of profound. Kind of goes with our politicians of the day. It's easy to be a giant when you walk among pygmies. Kind of brings up a whole bunch of images of people, prime ministers, presidents, people who surround themselves with pygmies. I think you all get it. A viewer wrote this to me, and I think it's kind of cute, so I wanted to share with you. It's biblical, but he says it kind of describes the people that are around us today, the liberals. Revelation 11:18. Jesus said God will bring ruin to those who ruin the earth. And he thinks that the liberals are ruining the earth. Hey, there's something to be said about that. Hey, let's talk about the dictionary now. In the dictionary, you have the word indictment. Here's what it says. Here's what it means. It is a formal statement of accusing someone of something. Okay, so I accuse you of jaywalking, so I have to give you a ticket. But you know what? We got to go to court to find out if it's actually true. But it is a formalization of what I say. It's kind of gossip on steroids, don't you know? And now let's roll over to Trump. And that's what's happening because they continue to look into this indictment thing. And they're looking at it as a legal reason, and it isn't. It's a political reason. It's been dealt with already. I mean, hey, if it's true that he hired a hooker once, twice, pick your number. Who cares? What's that got to do with his policies of running the country? I've talked to many women, and they say, hey, you know what? You probably shouldn't have done that, but so what? Because it's not about that. I mean, did he pay her to be quiet? Who knows? And if he did, obviously that didn't work. Hey, but you know what? An indictment, these guys, they keep on being themselves. These guys being the left-wing wackos that they are. And then there's others who say, hey, he can't run for president if he's indicted. So we're back to that political thing again. I believe those people are wrong. You know what? You're still innocent of proven guilty, I think. That's kind of the way it's supposed to be. Hey, and Trump, he stands up to these guys, and they don't like it. They're scared of him. They're doing everything in their power to get rid of him. Look at all that they have done, and he's still standing. And all you people who don't like Trump, kind of listen up a little bit and look around and see what's going on. It's okay to not like him, but you got to boil it down and say how much of that dislike is because I was told things that really aren't true. Innocent or proven guilty. Look at his policies. I got to tell you, there was a while ago, not long ago, I said to people, I hope he doesn't run again. I like his policies. He's got good messages, but he's not a good messenger. I'm now moving back over the other way. I'm happy that he's running because we need him. The world's upside down. We need somebody who can kind of stand up and say things that, this is why the world listens to him. Everybody knows his name and so on because he's been different. Too different sometimes. We all get it. Bah, 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 bah. But I think you know what I'm trying to say. Now, you got people in the U.S., politicians, Biden and his wife, and you got the prime mistake in Canada. They say, with regards to the International Women's Day that just was recently, blah, blah, blah. And they all said the same thing. They said, these drag queen people, they're women. These gender people, they're women. Liberals, they can't even tell what a woman is. How dumb are they anyway? And here's what Trump said. Should have said this to you earlier with the other little bit of a rant, but here it is. He says this in an email. You may have noticed that I'm not very politically correct, but you know what? I got the world to listen. And before I ever ran for president, these leaders, they went deaf to our concerns, and I got them to listen because I was myself. And that's very, very important. And now you have to have this thunderous voice, not just his. It's not about him anyway. It's about us. Just saying. Now, Edmonton, Alberta, my last thing. Indians. I don't know what population they make up in Edmonton, but it's very small. I think there's 1 million people there. There's probably 10 or 15,000 Indians. It's hardly on the meter, right? But whatever. They're Canadians, they're Edmontonians. Love y'all, baby. Hey. But what happened in 2020, the wards, it's an electoral ward system, Ward 1, Ward 2, and so on. I think there's 10 of them. And they went out with a panel of 17 women, all Indian women, and they said, let's change all of this. So they did. And Ward 1 is now, I can't pronounce any of these things. Ward 1 is now Nakatosha Ija Guga. Ward 2 is Amabuba Babuba. And all 10 of them. So all of the people, 99.99% of the people who can't understand what that is, they don't know what to do. Are they going to still vote? They won't know where to go. How does this happen? Picture a dog, and that dog is moving viciously right and left, and the tail is doing the wagging. Hey, y'all come back. See ya.